Hello guys and welcome back to this amazing channel. My name is Abhinav and in this particular video we'll discuss about the educational code forces round 183. So this was a really good contest and I always love the educational contest because as the name suggests educational, every educational contest actually teaches me something. Okay. So in every contest I found a question, I get some question where I'm learning new thing, where I'm learning some new concept. And similarly in this contest also, I was able to solve four questions. Contest was though not much good for me in terms of how I performed. I didn't perform much really good, maybe because I'm back to CP after a lot of days. So first problem I was able to solve in 2 minutes. That was very easy problem. But the next three problems, second, third, and fourth, it took me a lot of time, and also it took me one wrong submission each. And that wrong submission was also because of very silly mistake. So because I didn't, check the much, I didn't, so that was the reason it got wrong. But overall, the contest was good. According to contest, I should have been solved fifth problem also. मेरे को करनी चाहिए थी, then मेरी रैंक और अच्छी आती. But I was not able to do. Time पूरा हो चुका था, so I was able to solve four problems only. So in this video, I will discuss the four problems which I was able to solve. If possible, if I will have solved the fifth problem, if I will get time, I will create a editorial for fifth problem also later. Okay. So in this video, the first four problems will be discussed. Okay. Now let's discuss the problem. So the very first problem. So if I will overall talk about the problems, first one was very easy. Second one was little bit complex, I will say, not much complex. Third one was on a medium level, and fourth problem I can say it was medium hard problem. It was actually hard if you don't know a specific concept which I have used. So I have used a concept which is very straightforward, kind of intuitive, but there can be other ways also of solving that problem. I'm not sure if there are other ways. So what I do, just after I complete the my solution in the contest, I immediately record the video so that the video reaches to you guys as soon as possible. If after that, if I will found any better solution for this, I will let you know guys in the comment section, or maybe I will create a separate video for that. Okay, so that's the plan. uh yeah, yeah. Hmm. So for now, let's start with the very first problem, a very easy one. Let's see what the problem says. So the problem name is Candies for Nephews. So ये बहुत ही easy problem है. The problem says that कि there are some n candies that Nephews has. क्या है? तो nephew हैं तुम्हारे इसके मोनोकॉर्प के. तो मोनोकॉर्प एक बंदा है, and this monocorp have अच्छा three nephews हैं. So this monocorp has three nephews, and he has n, I think क्या chocolates है क्या है, candies. He has n candies, right? What he wanted to do, he wanted to distribute these n candies to these three nephews, but equally, so that equal number of candy goes to every nephew. Okay, so if you want equal number of candies to go to every nephew, that means this n should be a multiple of 3. Simple, right? Means n modulus 3 is equal to 0. And if it is not multiple of 3, then to make multiple of 3, this monocorp has to buy some more candy. So he can't sell the candies, he can't remove candies. According to question, he need to buy some more candies, so that overall candy become multiple of 3. So you need to just answer how many number of candies monocarp has to buy. Minimum number of candies monocarp has to buy. Now guys, if n modulus 3 is already 0, means if the number of candies monocorp has, if it is already multiple of 3, then there is nothing to do. Simply answer will be 0. But if let's say number of candies monocorp has is 10, that that means he has one extra candy, because n modulus 3 is 1. Means if he can get two more candies, now it will be the multiple of n. So overall, if you will see, the answer will be 3 minus n modulus 10. This will be the answer. Okay, so if 3 modulus if n modulus 3 is 0, then there is no problem, answer is 0. Otherwise the answer will be how much more candies is required to make multiple of 3, which is actually 3 divided by n modulus 3, 3 subtracted by n modulus 3. Okay, so I will show you my code also, very straightforward. So I first made n is equal to n modulus 3. If it is 0, answer is 0. Otherwise 3 minus n, because it's n modulus 3. Okay? So this is the very basic question, very straightforward, easiest question I can say. Okay? चलो बढ़िया. So this is the very first question. Now moving to the next question, which is deck of cards. This is also a good. Here also, because of one mistake I did it wrong. What was that one mistake? I will tell you. Okay, but very silly mistake it was. I just missed one corner case. But for now, let's discuss what's the case. Okay. So देखो, what is there in this problem? They are saying that there are some stack of cards. So in this question, I think I have monocorp. हाँ, तो monocorp भाई जो है अपना, this person has n cards. ठीक है, let's say n is equal to 5, and these cards are placed in a stack. So let's say the first card 1, then उसके नीचे second card, third card, fourth card, and fifth card. So whatever is n, that much number of cards are stacked. Okay. Now what is happening? कि monocarp is playing some actions. अब what the action is? So according to the action that monocarp is playing, it is saying that in each action there are k actions actually. So there are n cards and there are k actions. And in each action, what monocorp can do? He can either remove the top card, or he can remove the bottom card, or he can choose to either remove from top, either remove from bottom, any one of them, but we don't know what. Okay. So what is given to us? We are given with some list of uh, operations that monocorp does. So according to this, they mean that if it is 0, that means monocorp has removed top card. If it is 1, that means bottom card. And if it is 2, that means it can remove either of the cards. Means it can remove both the cards, but so actually can't both. Monocorp can never remove both top and bottom. Either of top and bottom. Okay. Means either of the both. ये ठीक है. Now what you have to do? So you have to tell that for each card from 1 to n, there will be a possibility that a particular card will always be removed. Whatever is the scenario, that card will be removed. For that card, we have to print minus. For a card which will be always kept in the desk after all the operations, that will be plus. And if a card is kind of optional, if we don't know that we are unsure about whether it will be removed or not, it will be based on maybe the that third operation, then it will be question mark. ठीक है. तो बेसिकली 3 ऑपरेशन कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. अगर 0 होगा, इसका मतलब मोनोकॉर्प टॉप वाला कार्ड रिमूव कर रहा है. अगर 1 है, इसका मतलब मोनोकॉर्प बॉटम वाला कार्ड रिमूव कर रहा है. और अगर 2 है, इसका मतलब वो टॉप से रिमूव कर सकता है या फिर बॉटम से रिमूव कर सकता है. दोनों में से कोई एक कर सकता है. आपको ये बताना है कि फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर कार्ड, फॉर ऑल द कार्ड्स 1 2 3 4 अप टू n, हर एक कार्ड के लिए क्या वो कार्ड फॉर श्योर रिमूव होगा हमारे पूरे स्टैक से, या फिर नहीं रिमूव होगा फॉर श्योर. या तो रिमूव होगा फॉर श्योर, हम श्योर हैं, या फिर वी आर श्योर कि नहीं रिमूव होगा. और आइदर इफ यू आर कंफ्यूज कि वेदर रिमूव्ड और नॉट, देन वी हैव टू प्रिंट क्वेश्चन मार्क. दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड. ओके. नाउ हाउ टू फाइंड दिस? अब देखो गाइस, व्हेन विल बी हैविंग दैट k actions, right? Through that k actions, we should first of all find that how many top actions are there, how many bottom actions are there, and how many either actions is there. ठीक है. So let's say I will take a longer stack to help you explain. Let's say there are 8 cards. Okay. So if there are 8 cards, let's say n is 8, then the thing is, let's say there are k operations, k is 6. Okay. So if k is 6, then what we have to do is, so first of all, the corner case. So the corner case which I missed actually before is that if n is equal to k, that means all the cards will be removed. Because if you are doing k operations and k is equal to number of cards, means all the cards will be removed. So if n is equal to k, I can simply say that all the cards will be for sure removed. That means minus n times. So if you will see my code, that is the first thing that I did. So I did if n is equal to k, ठीक है, that means remove all the cards. ठीक है, remove all the cards means minus n times. Now the next what I'm doing is I'm calculating how many top operations are there, how many bottom operations are there, and how many operations are there we can remove, where we can remove either of the both. So I've taken just both. So for example, let's say 6 operations there. Let's say top were 2, bottom was 1, and both were 3. Both means either of the 3 थे. ठीक है. अब on the basis of this we have to find कि for each card will it be for sure removed, will it be for sure not removed, or will it be confused like option. So now एक बात समझना guys, if we have top operations 2, That means कि for sure top two cards are going to be removed. For sure, पक्का. अगर टॉप दो है, दैट मीन्स ऊपर से दो कार्ड तो जाएंगे ही जाएंगे, क्योंकि अगर टॉप दो है, अगर दो बार जीरो ऑपरेशन आ रहा है, इसका मतलब टॉप के दो कार्ड तो जाने जाने. आइदर वाली चीज बाद में आएगी, वी डोंट नो, but that means top two will always go. So means I can say if the card number, let's say I, is less than equal to top, that means it will for sure go, for sure. ठीक है. Now next thing, bottom, लास्ट के जो बॉटम वन कार्ड्स आर देयर, जैसे ये वन है, तो ये जो कार्ड है नीचे से वन कार्ड, नीचे से बॉटम नंबर ऑफ कार्ड, वो भी फॉर श्योर जाएंगे. ना हाउ टू चेक दैट? इफ द कार्ड नंबर इज ग्रेटर देन n माइनस बॉटम, for example bottom was 3, so if bottom was 3 you can see these three cards will go. How to find? So you can find n minus bottom, which is 8 minus 3, means cards with the number more than 5 will be removed. So basically card with the number more than n minus bottom will definitely be removed. So I will say if I is greater than n minus bottom, it will be again minus, I'm sure. So if card is less than or equal to top, that will be for sure removed, or if card is more than n minus bottom, means last bottom cards, that will also be removed. And one more case is there, that if all the cards are optional, so let's say we have 8 cards and all the 8 are optionals, means either operation. So again, so this is actually not required. I considered this case here, but that was not required because this case is already handled here. So basically in any of these cases, I can say that the answer is minus, means that particular card, that ith number card will for sure remove. If the ith number is less than top or is greater than minus bottom, means it will be for sure removed. Got it? Now comes on that what cards are optionally removed, which are we are unsure or which may or may not be removed. So see guys, we were having two top operations, so we for sure remove the top two cards. Order doesn't matter. One bottom operation, we remove bottom card. Now there were three both operations. Matlab, three operations are such that we can either remove from top or we can either remove from bottom. Ab dekho guys, what if we took all of three from top? So if for all three either operation we taking from top, then you can see we are going till here. We are going till here. Means till 5. So for checking that, I created a max top. Max top means if I will take all the either operations on the top side, it can be less also, but maximum I can go. So max that I can go from top is the max top, which is top plus both. And if I will take from bottom all the either operation, then it will be bottom plus both. And now again, if a card number is not a part of this, but if it is a part of max top and max bottom, that means it can may be removed or may not be removed, because I'm taking the maximum case. Let's say if all the operations, either operations are done on the top or all the either operations are done on the bottom, means ये जो कार्ड है जो मैक्स टॉप और मैक्स बॉटम के बीच में आ रहे हैं, इनमें पॉसिबिलिटी है रिमूव होने की. देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी टू गेट रिमूव्ड, but we are not sure. It will not be always removed. There is a possibility, may or may not. So it's question. And all the other cards, so let's say in this case, by the way, you can see all of them will be question mark. Why question mark? Because if you will see, when both is 3, then if you will take that both from top, these 3 will be covered, from bottom these 3 will be covered. So actually all of them can be removed. There is a possibility, so all of them question mark. But let's say if both was just 1, then from bottom 1 and here 1, so this was minus minus minus, minus, and this should be question mark, and remaining them you can never delete, so it will be plus. Okay, so this is how I was solving this problem. This was a straightforward question only. If you have solved this in a better way, please feel free to share your solution in the chat box. Okay, and guys, I hope that you are understanding the problems, my solution and whatever I'm explaining. Okay, please do let me know if you are. रिकॉर्डिंग हो रही है ना? ठीक है, 15 मिनट का हो गया है अराउंड. चलो, so these two were pretty easy problems, not much difficult, I will say, first and second. Now let's come to the third problem, which is little difficult. बहुत थोड़ा सा, बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है. It is a problem of sliding window, 2 pointers, you can say whatever. It was not that much difficult but a good problem. It was more of a lead code style problem. Lead code में भी around ऐसे problem आते हैं. So I will not say much कि ये problem CP का है. थोड़ा बहुत ही problem आपको lead code में भी मिल सकता था ऐसा problem. Problem क्या है ये समझते हैं. So problem says that कि there is the string that contains letter A and B. Okay. So what they are saying is कि there is a string which with letters A and B only. ठीक है. Now what you have to do? So in this string there can be some number of A's and some number of B's. ठीक है, तो कुछ नंबर A के कुछ नंबर B के हैं. Now what you have to do is you have to remove a substring from this string. So you can see they are saying you need to remove some number of consecutive string only once. Means you have to basically choose one of a substring from this string in such a way that remaining A and B are equal. ठीक है. So for example, let me take an example here. So let's say ये string है, ठीक है. So if this is the string, then you can see that in this string number of A's are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The number of A's are 7 and number of B's are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of B's are 5. So you can see that number of A's are 2 more than number of B's. So number of A हैं that are 2 more than number of B's. Okay. Now what you do, you have to remove one of the substring from this particular string, the smallest substring which is possible, such that remaining string is having same number of A and B. And you have to just tell the length of that smallest substring, not required to tell the exact substring. You will say, Abhinav, it's a very easy thing. I can simply say that because there are 2 more A's, then the answer is 2. Means I will remove a substring of size 2 which have both A and A. But is it a possibility? Is it important that we have 2 consecutive A and A? We are actually unsure about that. So in this case, हाँ, there is no possibility actually. लेकिन हो सकता है क्योंकि 2 का गैप है, तो अगर हम A B A B A B A B A B B करेंगे तो लास्ट में 2 तो बचेगा ही. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. वैसे इस केस में ऐसा हो सकता है, ऐसा है क्या यार? फिर तो ये क्वेश्चन बहुत इजी हो जाएगा. अच्छा नहीं, बट मान लो 3 है अगर, तो हाँ यार वो 3 है तो भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Isn't it? ऐसा है क्या? हाँ, तो मतलब इस वाले केस में तो चल जाएगा. सो इफ यू विल सी here the answer will always be there, you can directly write it 2, but there are some cases where it will not be possible. यहाँ पर I think सारे cases possible होगा ना. give me 1 minute to think of. ठीक है, ए बी ए तो 2 बार लेंगे, अगर वो 1 बढ़ा भी दिया तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. Okay. If it is B, then 5. Okay. And obviously if already number of A, number of B are equal, then there is nothing to remove. The answer is simply 0. Okay. And in some cases it is not possible. For example, up here it is not possible to make, so for example in this case it is not possible to make A and B both equal by just one operation. So again it is fine. Okay. Because here there are no B's, and here if you will see, so problem will come here. तो वैसे तो आप देखो तो what you can do, you can just subtract the number of A's and number of B's. ठीक है. तो the thing is, now I got the point. So the problem क्या है कि देखो इस केस में बोलोगे अभिनव answer is always possible because every time there is a separate A and A present. But the problem will arise in this case. So let's say that, let's say कि A हैं इतने. Let's say A is this and B is this. Now difference in A and B is 3. Means you have to remove 3 A's. But you cannot find any of the substring where 3 consecutive A's are present. So in that case answer will be -1. ठीक है. So I was just missed with that approach. I'm not sure how. I was thinking we can make this problem even better of how I did. Well, I did obviously. I will explain my approach, but I was thinking there is one better approach which I just got now. But no, that will not work actually. So my approach is only fine. Okay, now let's come back. Thanks for giving me some time to think. वैसे recorded video ये but मैं edit तो नहीं करने वाला. सीधे upload होगा ये. ठीक है. So हाँ तो ये है. अब देखो how to check actually. So in this case it's very easy. You can just remove any of the two A's. But I will give you one example. Let's say इसी में change करते हैं. Let's say if this is the case. ठीक है. So 1 2 3 4 5 4. This is the case, okay. And in this case the thing is that there are 5 A's and 3 B's, okay. And what I can do is इसको हटा देते हैं. So you can see there are 5 A's, 5A and 3B in both the cases. ठीक है. But if you will see, in this case you can easily remove any one of these pair. But here, अच्छा here also you can remove ना. कुछ बड़ा करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. कुछ बड़ा करना पड़ेगा. 4 का रखते हैं. मतलब let's make 7 A's. तो अगर हम 7 A रखेंगे, let's put 7 A's. A and यहाँ पे बीच में. हाँ ठीक है. Now it's good. So you can see this contains 7 A's and this contains 3 B's. Here also 7A and 3B. Here, so you can see there are 4 extra A's present. 4 extra A's are present. So here you can easily remove those 4 extra A's because it is present. I will prefer to put it somewhere in between. So that test case. So I'm just trying to make a better test case to explain you, so that all the corner cases are handled. Okay. Huh. So here you can see you can easily remove this particular string and your problem will be solved. Okay. But if you will see, in this case it is not possible, because in this case there is no substring which has consecutive 4 A's. Okay. Now guys, how to solve this problem? So basically we have to find a substring in this particular string which has the same number of difference which the whole string has. अब for example जरूरी नहीं है कि इस वाले केस में हमारा बिल्कुल पॉसिबल ना, पॉसिबल हो भी सकता है, एंड पॉसिबल है एक्चुअली. तो पॉसिबल जो है वो ये है, that what if instead of removing 4 A's, what if we remove 5 A's and a B? Yes. And what we can do in this case, so हमें क्या करना, हमें रिमूव करना था 4 A's. ठीक है. So it's not a compulsory thing that we are always removing 4 A's. It can be a possibility that we can remove 5 A's and a B. So I can actually remove this. 5A कहाँ आ रहा है? अच्छा यहाँ पे 5A कहीं नहीं आ रहा है क्या? अगर यहाँ पे, हाँ यहाँ पर कहीं नहीं आ रहा है. But if I will do it like this, इसके लिए कहीं नहीं होगा आंसर. So see, up you can see I have 3 test cases. In all the 3 test cases, one thing is common. What is common? It's very difficult to explain hard questions here. So in all these 3 questions, there are 2 things common. First thing that is common is that there are 7 A's and 3 B's. देख लो सब में common है. There are 7 A's, 3 B's. Any problem? No. That means the extra factor is 4. So what is extra? Extra is 4. Means we need to remove 4 A's from these string. If let's say it is minus 4, that means 4 B's we need to remove. So basically the difference of A minus B is 4. Now if I remove any of the string from this string, so if I take a substring, तो मान लो मैंने आपसे बोला, let's say I told you that you have a substring where difference of you have a string which has difference of 4, and from that string you took out a substring of difference 4 again. That means the remaining string will not have any difference. Understand, right? So if I can find any of the substring in this string which also has a difference 4, means have 4 more a's. That means our problem is solved. For example, in this case, I can take this as the string. I will remove it, and now you can see remaining have equal number of a's and b. Similarly, in this case, what I can do here, I am not able to find any of the 4 consecutive a's, but still I can remove this. So if I will remove this much part, you can see, then also my remaining number of a and b are same. But in this case, the answer is not possible. Okay. So basically, what do you want to do? Understand very carefully, guys. Okay. So we need to find a substring from L to R such that let's say in this string we have total number of A given to us and total number of B given to us. So I will show my solution also side by side. So what I did, I first calculated total number of A and total number of B. Okay. So in our case, total A is 7, total B is 3. Now I wanted to see what's the difference between them. That we need to remove. So our difference is target, which is 4 in this case. That 4 extra A's are there. So I got the target. Now let's say target is 0. That means if we have same number of A and B, then answer is simply 0. Otherwise, what I will do, otherwise the thing is that I need to find one sub-array in this, one substring in this string, which also has a difference of 4. And if I found a substring with a difference of 4, that means I can just remove it. So let's say if that substring is from L to R, from string L to string R, and if we somehow know the difference of A and B till R minus difference of A and B till L, तो अगर हमें L से R के बीच का डिफरेंस निकालना तो हम R वाले से L वाले डिफरेंस को माइनस कर देंगे. एंड इफ दिस इज इक्वल टू आवर टारगेट, that means this R and L can be our answer. For example, if I will take this thing, here difference is 4. You can see difference of A are 4, B is 0, difference is 4. That is what I want. Here also you can see difference was 4. 5 A's minus 1 B. The problem is how can we get the difference of array? So what I will do, I will first of all use prefix sum technique to find difference of each number at each index. Then I will use the map and sliding window technique, variable size windows technique, to get the smallest window, smallest substring with the given target difference. How I will do? Let's understand. Okay. So let's understand with one of the string. So these two strings I will keep below for now. And let's try for this one. Okay. So this string size is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I will have a difference array, and this difference array will be 1 based. So what I will do, I will take a difference array, and 0 index of difference array will be 0. So it will be 0. Now from here difference array will find the difference of A and B till index number I. So for example, till this particular index, what is the difference of A and B? It's 1. So number of A's is 1, number of B is 0, so it's 1. So you can see when I'm counting difference, what I'm doing, I'm taking the previous difference, and if the current number is A, means plus 1, and if current number is B, means minus 1. So this is 1. Now till here difference is 0 because A and B both are same. Till here difference is 1. Till here difference is 2. What is difference? Means till here number of A's and number of B difference is 2. Understood, right? This is how I'm finding the difference array. You can see how I'm building the difference array. It's not much difficult. I hope you will understand. Okay. Now till here it is 3, 4, then again 3, 4, 5, and then 4. So this is the difference array. Okay. Now what we have to do? Now in this difference array that we have, we need to find a particular substring where difference is, means difference का difference, so A and B का difference है, उनका difference is equal to target. So for that I will use a map, and initially in that map I put, so this is nothing but finding sub array with a given sum. Simple, finding a sub array with a given sum. Okay, so we have this map 0, 0 is there. That means difference 0 is at index number 0. Okay, now what I will do, I will simply move forward. Okay, so I will simply move forward. Okay, and I will say that key start from index number 1. So this difference was 1 base indexing, so I will start from index number 1. Okay. And I will say कि my current difference means difference till this index is 1, but we want difference 4. So the remaining difference is minus 3. And do we have any minus 3 before? No, we do not have any minus 3. So if we don't have any minus 3, no problem. Now add that difference with its index. So I will add 1 comma 1. Now move forward. Now this difference is 0. We need minus 4. But there is no, but if this is 0, now the index of 0 will be updated to 2. Because we need the nearest one, the shortest one, not the longest one. Now I will come here. This is again 1. Again updated. Now here it is 2. Updated. Here it is 3. Updated. Now you can see I got 4. So current difference is 4. I also want 4. So 4 minus 4 is 0. Do we have any substring of difference 0? Yes. Where? At index number 2. So means from index number 2 till 6, the middle thing, this thing we need to remove because this substring is also having difference 4. So I will just find the length of that and find the minimum of all, because there can be multiple such cases. For example, in this case, the difference array will come as 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. And now in this case, what will happen? We want target 4 only. So it will come there, here. So 0, 1, then 1, 1, 2, 2. I'm just having the map. Okay. Then again, so this is, I will do indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2, 2, then 1, 3 because 1 again came, 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, and then 4, 8. अब जब 4, 8 आया, that means there is 4 at index number 8 and there is 0 whose difference is 4. Means if you will see, if you will remove this much string, then also the remaining string is equal, but we want the smallest one. So initially my answer will become 8, but I will move forward. Now 5, 9 will come, and when we have 5, we also had 1. So 5 minus 1 is this much part. So this much part we will remove as we discussed, which is of length 6. So 6 is better. Okay. But for this you will see, you will not find any pair whose difference is 4. You can check. So if I will give the difference, it is 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. So there is nowhere. अच्छा actually है यार, sorry, इसके लिए भी था आंसर, तो इसके लिए हम ये पूरा रिमूव कर देंगे. So if we remove this whole part, then remaining part is 2. So यहाँ पे आंसर और बड़ा हो जाएगा. So basically this is how we can find the smallest substring that needs to be removed. This question is very similar to multiple other questions present on lead code, similar type questions. It was a straightforward question of map, sliding window, hashing, you can say whatever. थोड़ा सा logic था, but I hope you understood this. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay. Chalo. Or you can also join the Telegram, by the way. You can join the Telegram channel. On Telegram also people ask doubts, they discuss, so you can join that also. Okay. Great. Amazing. Now let's move forward. This is the problem. Okay. Now what is this problem? This is one of the very important problem, very good problem, where you will learn something new probably. पहले देखते हैं प्रॉब्लम क्या है. ठीक है. अब देखो यार प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि आप you know what is permutation, right? Do you know what is permutation? So permutation of a number is just rearrangement of numbers from 1 to n. So if you have numbers from 1 to n, then permutation is just their rearrangement. So let's say if n is 6, so let's say 2, 1, 6, 5, 3, 4, this can be a permutation of number. Okay. And even just a single array like 1 2 3 4 5 6, this will also work as permutation. ठीक है, great. रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है ना, हो रहा है, 35 मिनट्स हो गए, ठीक है. So is a permutation. Now guys, there are something called inversions in permutation. अब what are inversions in permutation? So होता क्या है कि if there is any such pair in permutation whose first value is greater than the next value, means let's say if I swap these two, let's say, so you can see that this there are multiple inversions formed. 4 and 3 is also an inversion because 4 is greater, 3 is smaller. 5 and 3 is also an inversion. So there are some inversions created in that array. कुछ inversions create हो गए, ठीक है. Now the thing is that here there is someone saying inversion value. So this question, there is one related question for this question, which is count number of inversion. There is a very famous question in GFG and lead code, which is count number of inversions or count inversions, I think, in lead code, which you can solve. In that question you have to just solve कि कितने inversions हैं, that's it. It's little different कि वो कितने inversions होंगे at the time of merge sorting and all, but it is similar. यहाँ पर there is a different value of that. Here they are saying that कि inversion value is the number of sub segments, or you can say sub array. So inversion value is the number of sub array that contains at least one pair of integer which is invert. So for example, let's say that your permutation was fine. Let's say your permutation was fine. Okay. And in your permutation, you let's say swapped these two values. Okay, these two values. So what happened when you swap these two values? You got an inversion here. ये inversion हो गया 4 3, 4 बड़ा 3 छोटा, दोनों inversion हो गया. So whatever sub arrays will be formed where these both the values is included, they all will be inversion sub arrays and they all will be counted under inversion value. For example, sub array from here to here, here to here, here to here. Then sub array from here to here, here to here. Sorry, ये तो कवर हो गया है, क्या करना होगा. हाँ, sub array from here to here, here to here, here to here. These all sub arrays will be calculated as inversion sub array also. मतलब if in a sub array even a single inversion lies, that means that sub array is a we will count that sub array, simple. So means inversion count is nothing. Inversion count is the number of sub arrays where at least one inversion is coming. That is what inversion value is. अब what they are asking. So here in this question, अब देखो, if you will see total how many sub arrays we have. So if you know, for a given array we have maximum of n into n minus 1 by 2 sub arrays of minimum size 2. So वैसे तो n into n plus 1 by 2 होता है, but here we are not considering that single numbers as a sub array. Okay, that is why the number of sub arrays will be n into n minus 1 by 2, at least of length 2. Okay. So if you see total number of sub arrays that are possible is, I can say that total number of sub arrays that are possible is n into n minus 1 by 2. ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया. अब करना क्या है, अब हमें क्या करना है कि what we need to do is कि we are having a value k and they are asking you that you have to create a permutation. You have to create such a permutation so that in that permutation total number of sub arrays which has inversions are exactly equal to k. ऐसी सब arrays जहाँ पर inversion है, they should be exactly equal to k, and if there are no such sub arrays, answer will be 0 or -1, I think. हाँ, answer will be 0. ठीक है. For example, let's take an example. So you can see, let's say value is 6 and 8, means n is 6, k is 8. So if n is 6, you know that total number of sub arrays possible will be 6 into 5 by 2. मतलब total number of sub arrays of minimum length 2 actually. तो total 15 subarrays are possible. Okay, total 15 subarray possible. But out of 15, we just wanted 8 subarrays to have inversion value in that. So the answer for this can be, I already know the answer. I will directly write 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. So you can say in this case, there are exactly, एक minute, हाँ, there are exactly 8 subarrays, 8 subarrays which are having inversions in them. अब you will say, Abhinav, how are you sure? How are you so sure that you can say in this subarray we have exactly 8 such subarrays? मैं क्या वो थोड़ा अच्छा इंग्लिश में लिखता हूँ. We should have exactly 8 such subarrays which has inversions in them. But Abhinav, how can you decide that? So 1 minute. यार सॉरी गाइस, मैंने अभी डिनर नहीं किया है, बहुत भूख लग रही है. कॉन्टेस्ट ऑफिस से आया, कॉन्टेस्ट दिया, रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ, वो थोड़ा बनाना खा लेता हूँ. और मैं वीडियो एडिट नहीं करूँगा गाइस, सॉरी, एडिटिंग का टाइम नहीं मिलेगा, अपलोड कर दूंगा. सो इस इतना पार्ट स्किप कर देना. ठीक है, ठीक है, सॉरी गाइस, लेट्स कंटिन्यू. सो या, सो आई वाज सेइंग कि this array which I have written will for sure have 8 such subarrays with inversions. अब you will say, Abhinav, how are you so sure? मैं बताता हूँ कैसे. देखो गाइस, वी नो दैट कि इन दिस एरे देयर विल बी टोटल 15 सब एरेज of minimum size 2 at least, because for having inversion we need minimum 2 size. Okay, so we should have 15 sub arrays. Are you sure? So for having, what I'm saying is, there will be total of 15 sub arrays in this array which is possible. Okay, out of which we want 8 such sub arrays which should have includes inversion included in it. So can I say that this should have 7 sub arrays with no inversions? Can I say that? There should be 7 such sub arrays in this without any inversion? Yes, I can say that. And how can I do that? So देखो, हम क्या करेंगे? What will do that? See, if you do not want any inversion in a sub array, if you do not want any inversion in a sub array, how the sub array should look like? So if the sub array is in increasing order, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, that means there is no inversion in that sub array. That means there is no inversion in that sub array. So I will prove you how this total array has 7 sub arrays with no inclusion. So you will see guys, these are 4 numbers in purely increasing order, right? Consecutive numbers in increasing order. And any subarray created in this will not have inversions. And there are 4 such numbers. So with 4 such numbers, there will be 6 arrays possible. Means 6 subarrays from this will not have inclusion. And these 2 numbers are also consecutive and increasing. It should be increasing mainly. So this will also not have any subarray which is having inversion. And there should be only one such subarray. So total 6 subarrays from here and 1 subarray from here, means 7 such subarrays are possible which will not having any inversion, and remaining all the subarrays will have inversion. So if there are total 15 subarrays, 7 do not have any inversion, means remaining 8 have inversion. That is why this is the right answer. So you understood what I thought at the time of the. So you will say, Abhinav, how you thought of this thing. So actually I didn't thought directly of this, but I thought, okay, if I wanted to know how many inversions are there, I know total number of subarray, means I should know that how many array I want which is not having inversion. So if total arrays were 18, I want 8 to have inversions, means I needed 7 subarrays which do not have inversion. Now you will ask, Abhinav, 7 is fine. But how you got to know that this arrangement will give you 7 such subarray? That is the main question of this particular. This is the main thing of this particular problem. The thing is, guys, see, if we have 2 consecutive numbers, let's say 1, 2, any 2 consecutive number, this will give you one subarray of नो इन्वर्जन, राइट? तो अगर 2 नंबर हैं तो इससे आपकी एक सब एरे आएगी. कैन आई से दैट? मीन्स टू गेट वन सब एरे विदाउट एनी इन्वर्जन आई नीड मिनिमम ऑफ 2 नंबर्स का सेट. Now let's say if I need 2 sub arrays without inversion, only 2. So what I can do, I can have one set of adjacent number and one more set of adjacent numbers. बीच में कुछ भी हो सकता है, doesn't matter. But one set of consecutive numbers and one more set of consecutive numbers. So one sub array from here and one sub array from here. Means if you need 2 sub arrays without inversion, then there should be 2 pairs of 2 and 2. Understood? There cannot be 4. See, you can't write 1, 2, 3, 4 because this will sum up to 6 as we discussed here. There should be 2 separate pairs actually of increasing. Okay? Now if you want 3 sub arrays without inversion, so it should be just 3, because if you will write 1, 2, 3, then only 3 are possible. Now let's say if you want 4 sub arrays without inversion, so देखो, up for 4 multiple answers is possible. So one answer can be that you can have 2 size 4 arrays, 2, 2, 2, 2. मतलब हो सकता है 1, 2 ले लो, then 4, 5, then 7, 8, then 10, 12 or 10, 11. So this different 4 sub arrays will result to 1, 1, 1 sub array without inversion. But this is not good because we will want to pack up these things in less number of possibility. Because if you have less numbers, अगर कम नंबर होंगे, because we don't know हमारा n भी क्या हो सकता है कि if this is 4, our n was just 6, means we have just 6 number, and with just 6 number how can you make 4 pairs of 2, 2? You can't make, right? But still answer can be possible. Why? Because apart from 2, 2, what you can do, you know that if we have 3 numbers consecutive, that sum up to 3 number of sub arrays. So I will take 3, 2, 2. So in just 7 it is possible. So I will take 1, 2, 3, and then later I will take, let's say 7, 6, 7. Between what I have, that doesn't matter. I have first 3 consecutive, then 2 consecutive, and I got from here I got 3, and from this I got 2. Okay, this 2 is not required. So from here I got 3, from here I got 1. Total I got 4 arrays. Right? For 5, what I will do? For 5 also I will do the same. 3, 2, 2. I got 5. For 6, what I will do? For 6, it will be just 4. Because if you have 4 consecutive sub arrays, it will give you 6 pairs. Now you will say, Abhinav, how will you find this? Because finding This is not much difficult, guys. This is just a simple DP thing. I will explain you how to find this thing. And we need this thing till n square, because guys, you will see that the maximum value of n in this question is 30. Okay. So maximum number of sub arrays that are possible will be n into n minus 1, means something around n square. Means I can say something around 1000. It will never exceed 1000. Okay. So if we can find these values up to 1000, we can get the answer. Means let's say if I wanted let's say if I wanted 5 such sub arrays without any inversion, I will take 3 groups, 3, 2, 2. I will come on later. Let's first understand how to find this array. Let's first understand it. Okay. So what I did, guys, for this, what I did is I created two things. I created, and see, guys, up this array will be used in every test case. So I am actually pre-computing this array and I'm using in every test case. I'm not calculating again and again for every test case. This is a very important thing called pre-computation. So if you have some values that will be used again and again in multiple test cases, you can pre-compute it before and then use every time. So what I did, I created a DP array here of size 1001 and the best sum array. So what's the best sum array? So see, guys, as I told you, for this 4, 2 comma 2 comma 2 comma 2 is also answer. This will also give you 4 sub arrays of without inversion, but this will sum up to 8 elements, but this will sum up to 5 elements. So this best sum will give you best number of elements that are possible for a given number of non-inversion sub array that we want. Okay, so मैंने क्या किया, I initially take these two things, and initially what I did, I made best sum 0 0, because see, if we don't need any inversion, it will be 0. So DP of 0 will be empty, and best sum, let's say best of 0 will be 0. Up what I will do for remaining, up the one thing is, up the thing is, we know that for the numbers which are perfect square, okay, not exactly perfect square, but numbers like this, where only a single consecutive array can result. Let's say if I want 3 consecutive subarray, I can just have 1 2 3. If I want 6 consecutive subarray, I can have 1 2 3 4. If I want 10 consecutive subarrays, I will just have 1 2 3 4 5. So I want these numbers initially. So what I did, I for all the numbers from 2 to up to till they are less than equal to 1, I'm putting it inside the values. So how my values array will look like, I will explain you. So my values array will look like ऐसे कि भाई for 1, so 2 से calculate कर रहे हैं. So for 2, the function will be 2 into, so ये function is nothing but it is just telling us the this value n into n minus 1 by 2. So for 2 it will be 2 comma 1, 2 into 1 by 2. Now for 3 it will be 3 comma 3. For 4 it will be 4 comma 6. For 5 it will be 10. For 6 it will be 15. So this is how I am calculating the values till n. Okay, till n. Up to these values are till n. Now for each value I will use here. So now I want the value of dp, every dp, and initially we don't know anything. So initially we just know, let's say dp of, so because here we already calculated that 1 is 2, means to get 1 subarray I want minimum 2. Now to get 3 subarray I get 3. For get 6 subarray I get 4. These things are already calculated. For remaining, what I am doing is, so let's say value for, let's say we calculate value till here and we wanted to calculate value for 7, for example. For 7 there are multiple things possible, but what will happen? It will come to this, and by the way this is the value of dp, and the best sum value will be the summation of this. So this is 2, this is 4, this is 3, 5, 7 and 4. This is the summation of these values inside the dp. Okay, now how to find for 7? See how we are finding for 7. So when I will be 7, I will again iterate through all the values of these values. Okay, so you can see the range for this problem was very low, constants were very low, so it can go up to n to the power 4, and this solution also around n to the power 4. Okay, it can be more than that also, but it will work. So if I'm searching for 7, what I will do, initially my best sum value for 7 is infinite, because I don't know what it is, how many numbers it will have. So initially you can say I put it infinite. Okay. Now what if I'm doing long max? Now what I'm doing, I'm going through all the values, and if any value is less than I, and I minus best value is already calculated, I'm putting it. Means, let's say I came here. So I was saying that to get one subarray, I need two values. And here I want seven subarrays. So how much is required for six sub? So you can see for six subarray, 4 was required. So what I will do, I will make this 5. 4 plus 1, 5. And along with 4, I will add this 2 also. So you can see if this condition is matching, and obviously अब let's say यहाँ पे already 4 होता, तो हम क्यों लेते हैं 5 कि already lesser is there. But if it is better, then I'm making best sum is equal to best sum minus 1 plus length. Like length was 2, best sum was length was 2, sorry 2 होगा ना, 6 हो जाएगा. Length was 2 plus 4 6, and in the DP I pushed back the length, which is 2. So this is how the whole DP array will be calculated. So for 8, it will be I think 4, 4 नहीं 4, 4 तो 6 plus 6 हो जाएगा. इसके लिए 4, 2, 2 ये होगा. ठीक है. So this is how I am getting DP. अब in general बता दो DP क्या कर रहा है. This is little complex thing. In general, DP of n will give me some list of numbers, whatever. Let's say like this, some list of number, so that if we will put these consecutive numbers in a single array, that will give me n number of such subarrays which will not have any inversions. Okay, and the count, the summation of this will be stored in best sum. That you can find also summation, but it is also stored in different thing. अब देखो what we are doing, guys. Now let's see the main problem. Okay, so main code is that we have a value n and k. So let's again come back to the same code. So my n was 6, my k was 8. Okay, n6 means total number of operations will be 6 into 5 by 2, which is 50. So first of all, I'm finding that number of arrays which I do not want inversion, because k arrays we want inversion. So x arrays we do not want inversion. And what is x? In this case, x is 15 minus 8, 7, because this function is giving us this value, total value. Okay, so means we need x such subarrays which should not have any inversions in this. So any inversion in this means which is increasing array. So if the array is increasing, so all the subarrays possible from this have no inversion. Okay, now if k is 0, so k 0 means we do not need any inversion. In that case, I'm printing simply increasing array. So if I'm printing simply increasing array, means no inversion. So if k is 0, print simply increasing array. But if x is 0, means we want all the inversions, then we have to print reverse array. So these both the things I am doing here. Now the case when the answer is not possible. अब देखो guys. So अच्छा पहले देखते हैं आंसर पॉसिबल कब है. So the thing is guys, let's say for 7, so I want to organize these 6 numbers in such a way that there should be 7 such subarrays which has no inversion. So what I will do, I will find the DP of x. So you can see from this the DP of x was coming as 4, 2. So 4, 2 means that I want to have two different subarrays of one of size 4, consecutive of size 4, and one of size 2. See guys, understand, we can't have 6 consecutive. We can't have 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5, 6. We can't have like this, because now this became 6. So to reduce this, to avoid this, what I did, I am doing from back. So I got a current end and current start, and then I made current start is equal to current end minus whatever my DP value is and plus 1. So initially my current end will be 6, my start will be 0. Now what I did, this is 4. So my current start became 6 minus 4 plus 1, which is 3. So I rate 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see from start to end, I'm printing 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I printed. Then I made my current end equal to current start minus 1, which is 2. And now my current start, because this is 2, that will become 2 minus 2 plus 1, which is 1. So now 2, 1 and 2 will be printed. So this is how 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1 will be printed. And you can see in this permutation, you will get 6 subarrays from here and 1 subarray from here, which will not have any inversion, and remaining all the 8 subarrays will have for sure 1 inversion in it. This is how we are finding. Okay. Now guys, there will be some cases when the answer is 0 also. And there is one more corner case also. Let's first discuss the corner case. Now corner case is that let's say that you have k as 6. अब if kx is, if k is, let's say k is 7, नहीं कुछ better ढूंढते हैं, 6 निकालते, ठीक है. Let's say k is 9. So if k is 9, then you can see that x value will come as 15 minus 9 as 6. Means we need to find that how many consecutives should be there to have 6. So you will see that to have 6, the dp of 6 was just 3. Means if you have just 3 consecutive numbers, then you will have things good. So what I will do, I will use the same approach as I was using here. I will start from current end, current start, and I will print 3 numbers from the back. So I will print 4, 5 and 6. You can see how I am printing. It's a very basic logic. Now guys, remaining I can't print as 1, 2, 3 because 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 will give me 6 pairs, 6 subarrays of non-conversions. But we need just 6 pairs arrays of non-conversion. Remaining I can't print at 1, 2, 3 because remaining I want conversions in all of them. So remaining I will print as a descending order, whatever is pending. So whatever is pending from current end, I'm just printing in descending order. So it's 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now the case when the possibility is not there, I will tell you. So let's say that the case is 3, 2, 2, 7 is 5. Okay. So let's say the case is k is 10. Up guys, when the k is 10, then you can see our x will come as 5 because 15 minus 10 is 5. Means you need 5 such subarrays which will not have any conversion. Okay, any inversion. Only 5, exactly 5 such subarrays. Now if you will find the dp of 5, dp of 5 will come as 3, 2, 2. Okay. So means they are saying that there should be first 3 consecutive arrays like this basically. Okay, which will give me 3. Then there will be 2 more, let's say like this. Sorry, greasing over. This will give you 3 because 3 size 3 deta hai, okay? Then you will having 2, 3. This will give you 1, and you need 2 more actually, which is let's say 0, 1. But you will say, Abhinav, how you have 0, 1? So that's the thing guys, because this dp of 5 was having 7, it needs 7 elements to get 5 such subarrays which has no inversion, but we had just 6 elements, means the answer is not possible here. So you can see that in this case, when the best sum, because best sum is nothing but sum of these values, if best sum is more than number of elements, answer is 0, it is not possible, right? So guys, this was a very difficult problem, I agree. There is pre-computation involved, there is dp involved, there is a good dp actually is there, then there is this logic involved, lots of things are there actually, and lots of thinking process was there. So this was a hard problem, I agree. I tried my best to explain. The thing was, the main observation to make in this problem was that constants are very low, and when constants are very low, you can think of these approaches where you have to pre-compute, where you have to, so you can see I did actually nothing, I didn't this much. I checked for the possibility that okay, for 5 what are the possibilities, 3, 2, 2 whatever, and then I solved it. Okay, so cool guys, this is how I solved the 4 problems. I hope that all the 4 problems were clear to you. If you have any doubt, by the way, you can ask that to me in the comment section, or you can join the Telegram group. There also you can clear the doubts. I hope the video is helpful for you. If it is helpful, please comment. Till then, thank you. मिलते हैं next contest में. Take care. Bye bye. Good night.